transactions are actually identical. So I transferred from 651. So I transferred from 651 into Alex HDFC Bank. So this account number. So these two are accounts in my organization. Um, to Alex HDFC. Actually, this is account in my organization. This is not an account. Um, this is the text that was originally deducted from the transaction. So so this is how it's already existingly recorded in Cashflow, and this is what the bank statement says. So if you go back to the statement says this, right, that some IMPS transaction to Alex HDFC, etc. And that's the same thing that you will find in the file also. So if you go back to the file, um, there is a 25,000 rupees from Alex HDFC, blah 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 blah, right? So in this case, it's clearly identical transactions, but there is a 5 rupee difference. The 5 rupee difference is because um, this was actually extracted from email. When the email alert comes, it basically says 25,000 rupees has been transacted, but when in the actual bank statement, it includes the 5 rupee 9 paise that the bank charges as fees. It basically says charge is 5 rupees and 90 paise, right? So so this is the same, right? So so you need to mark this transaction as same as this. Now this is a bug. This button actually is not supposed to be here. So so if you click on this, nothing happens. I will remove this. So imagine this button does not exist. So instead, what you need to look at is basically saying this is the doubtful transaction. This is the set of existing transactions. So it looks similar. So this is the doubtful transaction. So this is the doubtful transaction. Looks similar to these transactions. So this is similar to this. So therefore, I'm going to mark the doubtful transaction, which is this. The doubtful transaction is same as this transaction. So I'm going to click on this button. Yeah. So it's been marked as a duplicate. So let's go back and refresh this page. So this has also been resolved. Now it's marked as a duplicate. So let's go through this document and quickly finish off this document. Okay, so here is a case where something is similar to 3 transactions. So there is a bank credit, ICICI Bank credit CA. Okay, I wonder what that is. Okay, cool. So there is a transaction on the 4th of May, which is similar to the transaction that is in our system on the 5th of May, 5th of May, 4th of May. So when you're looking for what is similar to what, pay attention to the date, pay attention to the amount, pay attention to which account is it coming from, right? So in this case, look at this. I'm basically saying I've paid for the car wash from cash in hand. This is a different account. Um, this is basically saying I paid 1000 rupees from 651 bank account. At the same time, existing transaction are basically saying 1000 rupees was paid to Sheetal Fabrics from ICICI credit card 8015 account. So this account does not match these accounts. So this is red color basically means money was spent from this account, right? So whatever if it is, like whatever is here, it can't be identical to this because these transactions were made from a different account, right? So pay attention to the account. So this is 1000 rupees paid from the credit card, 1000 rupees paid from the credit card, 1000 rupees paid from hand. This basically says 1000 rupees was paid from a bank account, 651 bank account. So that is so this transaction is not same as any of these things. So I'm going to mark this as unique. So Cashflow doesn't want to take this decision because it's actually doubtful. If you are also confused how to do this, leave it like that. Leave it like that for a next. I mean, check with me or confirm with somebody else. But in this case, it's clear that this is not the same. This is not the same as any of these. So I'm going to mark this as unique. Back here. Sorry. Come back here. Refresh the page. It'll come as done, marked as unique, right? So now I'm going to I was just doing this one by one. I don't have to do this one by one. I will basically open up a bunch of this. So I'm control clicking this. I'm clicking on control and clicking this. If you're Mac, you're clicking on command and clicking this. So multiple tabs are opening up. The reason is because I just want to do this all in one shot. Okay, so I've clicked on a couple of them. Then I'm going tab by tab. So there is 20,000 rupees from 651. Um, this looks like a bank statement. So this is almost similar to this. Um, and I'm very tempted to mark this as doubtful transaction, same as this. But when you go back to the bank statement, because this was created from the bank statement, um, see, I've made two transactions on the same day, right? On the 4th, I've made a 20,000 transaction here and I made a 20,000 transaction here. So cash flow is detected this as possible duplicate of this, but this is actually unique, right? So everything is same. This looks similar. This looks similar. This looks similar. This also to a large extent looks similar, right? If you look at a percentage match, right? This is also almost similar to this. But the only reason I was able to smartly call this out as unique was because I know this came from a bank transaction, um, and I want to cross check that with the bank statement. I can still have multiple same value transactions on the same day, right? So this is actually a genuine unique transaction, right? Now, again, there is a test transaction that was made from my account. So again, um, on May 6th. So on May 6th, what happened? There is a 1,000 rupee transaction, which was a test transaction. So I think I was making UPI transaction, no, INFT. I think I was making UPI transaction, so I'm not sure. But it definitely is not same as this. This is credit card from hand. So this is definitely a unique transaction. So I received this much money, and so now this is a case of there is a UPI transaction from Karthik Yarmunja to my ICICI bank account, and then I from the credit card I paid this amount to Amazon Marketplace, right? And this transaction is one day after this. So basically, I paid for Karthik from my credit card, and then I just paid that money into my credit card, right? So from my credit card, I paid Amazon for a product, and I told Karthik that, hey, here is the amount of money that you need to transfer to me. So this is an expense from the credit card. This is money coming into my account. Although it's the same value and the same event, they're actually two separate transactions. So one of them is an expense transaction from my credit card to Amazon, and this is basically Karthik transferring money into my account. So I'm going to mark this as unique. Um, on May 9th, I have money transferring to Soumya, and this is 5 rupees extra. So this is powerful transaction, same as this. Then 220 rupees water can I paid from 651 account. Amazon Pay is a different account. Amazon Pay credit card is a different account. Amazon Pay credit card is a different account. So this is a unique transaction. I paid 651 rupees to groceries Nadir Mohammed. So I paid first of all, there are two different days. It's the exact, it just happened to be the exact same value. This is, I'm using a credit card to pay Amazon.in. This is, I'm using the bank account to pay via UPI. So they are definitely two different transactions. So these two things looks extremely similar. I have a payment from this phone number and I have another payment from this phone number for 1,120 rupees. Number are identical, the names are identical, the bank accounts are identical, but they look like, and because it's very elaborate, it looks like it's a bank statement. So let me go cross check on the bank statement. I have 1,000 rupees. Sorry, this was on May 14th. So May 14th. I have an incoming transaction of, I have an incoming transaction here from this account. I have an incoming transaction from here. Then I have another incoming transaction from here. Right? So I have three UPI transactions for the exact same value. So which means it's there in the statement. They're unique values in the statement. Therefore they are unique transactions. So this is a unique transaction. Now let me refresh this page. So I worked on all these things. and we just talked about this, so we will mark this also as unique because I can see this as a separate transaction. So this is also unique. Now and same story, this also has to be unique because I collected another 1120. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like it's Samya's some clothing related stuff. So I marked all of them as unique. Now what I'm pending with is just these two. So 1320 rupees was paid from 651 account, from account 651 to UPI some phone number. I paid somebody with this, which is this in this particular, what it looks similar to is it looks similar to a Paytm account, I mean transaction from Paytm to somebody else. So I'm making a transaction from Paytm, right? So this is definitely different, and it's definitely not same as this, right? I'm not making a payment from a credit card, but on closer examination, right, the numbers are similar, right? So so what? So now this is a very tricky transaction, right? Um, but the dates are completely off. That's weird. That's weird, right? So to me, it looks like these are similar, where I used Paytm for UPI transaction, but something is off. Um, so I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not 100% sure what the solution is, right? So I'm not sure if it's same as this or if it's a unique transaction. It's definitely not this. Definitely not this. I'm not sure if it's unique or if it's similar to this. So I will leave it like that. So now I've worked with this entire document. Now I've worked with this entire document. Um, oh wait, there's one more transaction left. There is another moment, Top in Town, Amazon Pay, credit card. So I paid from credit card and I paid from 651. From my experience, I know Top in Town is same as Nadir Mohammed, and the dates are same, the amounts are same, but one of them is from credit card, one of them is from bank account. So so these two can't be the same because although all of these other parameters are same, one of them is from a credit card, one of them is from a bank account. And yeah, so this definitely has to be unique. Cool. So that's how you. Um, so now what you're left with is you have one transaction. This there is nothing to verify anyway. No transaction is created from this. That's why it's showing in red. But it doesn't show as similar to anyone, so you don't have to do anything about it. So this one transaction is doubtful. We'll come back and check it later. Um, so if you go back to the, I think I clicked on this one. No, I clicked on this one. I say the bank statement. So if I refresh this 14 will become 1. Yeah, 14 became 1. Cool. So that's basically how you would um, uh, eliminate or clarify doubtful transactions. Um, that's it. So similarly, go and process the rest of the transactions. Cool. Awesome.